Hello, class 8. Hope you all are doing well at your home. Children, in today's video, we'll discuss about the parliament, the legislature, right? This is very important topic and very important chapter. So I want everybody listening this chapter, this explanation, this video very carefully, right, children? And this is why this is very important chapter, because this chapter is going to help you in class 10th, right? So my suggestion is that be very careful and just carefully watch the video and listen to whatever we are giving you explanation, right? Okay, now children, my request to you all is that you see assignment back to back we are giving you, right? But you people are not sending the answers properly, and on you are not sending on time. So my request to you all is that just be serious and take it seriously, right? And because these assignments, whatever you are sending according to the presentation, according to the way of answering your that answers, we are giving you marks, right? So, and that record is with us, right, children? So be very sincere and be very disciplined towards your work, right, children? So let's start our chapter, lesson number 1, civics 1a. 1a, lesson number 1a, chapter civics, the legislature. So here we go. Class 8, let's start our chapter. Chapter number 1a, civics, the organs of Indian government, the legislature. Now, see, governing a country involves many activities. For example, the government is responsible for ensuring security to the citizens and providing facilities for education and health to all. It collects taxes and spends the money thus raised on administration, defense, and development programs. It formulates and implements several welfare schemes. Some persons have to take decisions on how to go about these activities. Others have to implement these decisions, and if disputes arise on these decisions or in their implementation, there should be someone to determine what is right and what is wrong. So, to attend to all these tasks, several arrangements are made in all modern democracies. Such arrangements are called institutions. A democracy works well when these institutions perform functions assigned to them. Now let's talk about the Indian government. This Indian government has three organs. The first organ is the legislature, second organ is the executives, and the third organ is the judiciary, right? The first organ, legislature, that means lawmakers, right? So legislature, lawmakers, and they make rules and regulations and rules and regulations for the welfare of the people, right? Secondly, second organ is the executives. So executives means those who implement that rules and regulations made by legislatures, right? So they are executives. And third is judiciary. So this means there should be someone to determine what is wrong and what is right, right? For example, the high courts, Supreme Court, Lok Adalat, district courts, local courts, revenue courts, many are there, which is which are the this which comes under this judiciary, right? So that judiciary determines what is right and what is wrong. So to attend all these tasks, several arrangements are made in our in Indian democracy, and such arrangements are known as institutions, right? So our democracy works well when these institutions, so these institutions means the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary perform functions assigned to them, right? So what task or what functions are assigned to them. The legislatures, they have to make rules and regulations, whether it is suited to the people or not, right? And secondly, executives, that rules and regulations must be implemented by the executives. And judiciary, their work, there should be someone to determine or examine what is right and what is wrong. Now, the legislature, parliament. So, parliament or Sansad is the federal and supreme legislative body of India. It consists of the office of president. So, president is the first constituent of the parliament. Second, we have, there are two houses also, the lower house, which is also known by Lok Sabha, and the upper house known as Rajya Sabha. So these are the three constituents of the parliament: president, Lok Sabha or lower house, and upper house, Rajya Sabha. Right? Now come to the upper house, Rajya Sabha. It is also called as a council of states. The members of this house are indirectly elected, and this house looks after the interest of various states, regions, or federal units. So, Rajya Sabha members, they are indirectly elected, right? So, indirectly elected means they are not elected by UAF, Universal Adult Franchise. Or Universal Adult Franchise means it is the person who is 18 years and above 18 has right to vote in elections to choose their representative, right? So they are not Rajya Sabha member is not chosen by the UAF. They are indirectly elected, right? And what are their work? Their work is to look after the interest of various states, regions, and or federal units. Now come to the composition. Composition means strength, number of Rajya Sabha member. So number is what? It is fixed at 250 members. So total members 250 members, and at present it has 245 seats are there. And there are two categories of members: first the elected members, and the second one is nominated, right? See here the elected members, there are 238 members elected, whereas who represent the 28 states and 9 union territories, including the National Capital Territory, that is Delhi. So there are 238 elected members, right? And they are from these states, 28 states and 9 union territories, right? Now next we have nominated members. The president nominates 12 members to the Rajya Sabha. These are eminent persons from the field of literature, science, art, and social service. They are nominated for 6 years with the provision that 1/3, that is 4 out of 12, shall retire after every 2 years. Actually, these nominations are made by the president on the advice and recommendations of the president. Now see the total members. There are how many total members? 250 members, right, in Rajya Sabha. Now out of these 250 members, 238 are elected, right, and 12 are nominated. So 12 are nominated by the president, right? So these are eminent persons from the field, and field of like example, literature, science, art, social service, sports, etc. Now they are nominated for how many years? 6 years, with a provision that 1/3 shall retire after every 2 years, right? So 1/3 means 1/3 of 250, right? That means maybe 83 or 82 members are retired after every 2 years, right?
And now see here, actually these nominations are made by the president on the advice of and recommendation of the president. Without that advice and recommendation, president cannot nominate those members, right? And those members should be from from the background like or the from the field of literature, arts, science, social service and sports, etc. Now, election to the Rajya Sabha. The representatives of the states in the Rajya Sabha are elected by the members of Legislative Assembly, the lower house, or we also call it Vidhan Sabha, right? Vidhan Sabha. Of that state by means of proportional representation through the single transferable vote system or voting system. The Rajya Sabha at present actually consists of 245 members, of which 233 are elected and 12 are nominated by the president. So this is the actual present number of elected member and 12 are nominated, right? So total we have 245, right? But the effective strength is how much? Maximum is 250, but at present we have right now 245, and out of these 245 members, 233 are elected and 12 are nominated by the president, right? Qualification for the Rajya Sabha members. So here are the qualifications that should be these qualifications are required to become the member of Rajya Sabha. Number one, that candidate should be a citizen of India, right? He should not be a foreigner. He or she should not be a foreigner. He must be 30 years of age or above. So he should not be 29 years or 28 years. He must be 30 years, right? He or she have such qualifications as prescribed by law from time to time. So he or she must have that qualifications as prescribed by the law. Now next we have tenure. Tenure of Rajya Sabha. Tenure means term. For how many years they serve. For how many years? It's a permanent house, and for 6 years they can serve. 1/3 of its total members retire at the end of every 2 years, and the equal number of new members is elected or nominated to fill the vacancies caused by the retirement of 1/3 members. As I told you, 1/3 member means after every 2 years, 83 or 84 or 82 members, they get retirement, right? So now to get that vacant seat fulfill, equal number of new members are elected or nominated to fill that vacancies, right? So that this is the reason why Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. Why Rajya Sabha is a permanent house? Because that house is never vacant, right? So this is the reason. And the term is 6 years. Clear? Okay, now next is the presiding officer. Now the vice president, or we can say chairman, the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha, the vice president of India is the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha. He presides over its meeting. Its meeting means Rajya Sabha meeting, but he has no right to vote in any issue discussed in the house. But if there is a tie, so he gives his or her vote, and which is known as a tiebreaker vote. So that vote is known as casting vote, right? So he can only give that casting vote, but in case of tie, equal votes, votes for and against, right? Okay, now this much for today, children. We'll continue with the same chapter in the next video. Children, I suggest you to learn whatever I taught you in this video and the previous videos also. Please try to learn and just read out all the chapters thoroughly, right? And time to time, you just send your assignments also, because we are keeping that records with us, that whosoever is sending work on time, we are keeping the record, and as per your performance, as per your punctuality, and as per your sincerity, we are giving marks according to it, right? So be punctual and be very sincere, right? Okay. Okay, we'll meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye.